Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, November 13th. And my shirt says, Sup, witches? Sup, witches? How's everybody doing? So as the energies are going to do what the energies are going to do, we are on a little bit of a hypersensations. And during the time of hypersensations, we have to really look at stimulants. Things that we're doing that are overstimulating the system, i.e. caffeine, chocolate, sugars, less movement and exercise of the body, too much social media, blue screen, chatter, incoming chatter. That just overstimulates the body. So last night I found myself 2 or 3 nights in a row in this past week of feeling, whoa, I need to check. I need check and balance of all my systems. So as I laid there trying to go to sleep last night, Spirit was bringing through this. So as we know, no matter what goes on in our world, we're participating in it. Whether we think we're doing it willingly, consciously, subconsciously, we're participating. We're exchanging. Even if it's against what we think we want, we're still there to participate for whatever reasons that we give ourselves that we are not. So there is no victim here. Spirit's been sharing with me the old programmings of savior syndrome. There's a savior among us. Let us get that savior out to save us all. And if that election didn't share that with you, woo-sa! Everyone is now putting their faith in a single individual to be the savior. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's the same concept. So anyway, as I laid in bed last night and some things were going through my mind, I began to practice my breathing. I asked my guide team to come in closer. I could see what I call the energies swirling, different colors, shapes, sizes. They all come to me, and I asked them to give me sort of that source generated hug that I need to really allow my nervous system to align better, conducive for sleep. So whatever has been overstimulated can now balance out. And here's what was coming through. So I want you to listen to this, and later I want you to come back to this video and go to about 3.5 minutes. Get yourself in a quiet space, put your headphones on if you choose to, and just maybe go into this relaxation and see if you can repeat some of these things that may have a bigger cellular impact because of its frequency resonancy within this makes sense. And it's helping to calm me. All right, so you ready? Let's go. So I did it starting, and then I just put my hands on my heart. So we're going to go. Everything I do is by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do is by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do is by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do is a lesson presented to learn. Everything I do is a lesson presented to learn. Everything I do is a lesson presented to learn. Everything I do is by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do with the intention of creating no harm. Everything I do with the intention of creating no harm. Everything I do with the intention of creating no harm. Everything I do by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do is by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do is a lesson presented to learn. Everything I do by choice. There is no judgment here. If I have allowed other people's choices to harm me, I forgive myself and I forgive others. If I have allowed other people's choices to harm me, I forgive myself and I forgive others. If I have allowed other people's choices to harm me, I forgive myself and others. Everything I do by choice. Everything I do by choice. Everything I do is a lesson presented to learn. Everything I do is a lesson presented to learn. Everything I do by choice. There is no judgment here. There is no judgment here. There is no judgment here. Everything I do by choice. Everything I do by choice. Everything I do by choice. There is no judgment here. Everything I do by choice. There is no judgment here. That was coming through last night, and I had to stop, pick up my phone, and voice text it to myself, because I knew that the messages that come through, they don't always stick with me. And then the next day I'm like, gosh, that made so much sense. What was that? So then I took all the blue light out. My room's pitch dark, black, no lights. And I just found myself placing my hands over my heart and just going through everything I do by choice. Everything I do presents a lesson to be learned. Everything I do presents a lesson to be learned. Everything I do by choice. If I've allowed any harm to come my way, I forgive myself and I forgive others. If I've allowed any harm to come my way, I forgive myself and I forgive others. Because everything I do by choice. And there is no judgment here. There is no judgment here. Everything is a lesson. Everything is our choice to learn the lesson, even if we have to go back and repeat it multiple times, year after year, until we finally see it. We feel it. We've learned it. And we realize that any harm that may have come our way, somehow, some way, on some strand of something, we participated. So we have to go through and learn our lessons. And we have to forgive ourselves and others. We have to understand there's no judgment here. We are not setting our intentions to create harm to anyone. So that's why we have to see, sense, and feel and let that sink in really deeply before we allow ourselves to expand out and allow anything to come out of here, facial expressions, body movements, any of our actions that could be interpreted in a way that maybe we didn't intend it. So if we take the time to pull it in and we get into our human regulator, where all the source materials lay, that's right. You pull it in, you get into this human regulator, and you allow yourself to flow with the source regulator, because all the resources of source are right here. They're here. And then you're going to see the mind start to operate a little differently. You may hear things differently, see things differently, smell things out differently, interpret, say things differently. You may clear this, and maybe nothing needs to come out because you have a better understanding of things. So I have said for years and years and years, as the guides have always told me, is create no harm, create no harm, create no harm. So I thinketh, I tap into my human regulator, I ask for source resources that are within me, the materials within me, before I allow myself to do any kind of responsing. So everything I do by choice. Everything presents a lesson to be learned. I forgive myself, I forgive others. There is no judgment here. Let me know how that feels in the comments, please. Like, subscribe, share. If you need someone, a coach, to walk along this journey with you for a little bit, to get you on a more abundant prosperity, like-minded match to your true vibrational, authentic God source self, I'm here for you. And yeah, life is good. There is no judgment here. All right?